and there is a linear instruction. Okay, and so it is easy to follow. Specific advantage to teacher. Mighty MOOC, as it says in image, increase specific knowledge within area of expertise. You can also satisfy personal knowledge interest, look over the shoulder of other colleagues, so what they are doing, how you can take help of them, and how you can help them. And it is a potential for informal teacher group education. So right now, if I want to teach all the medical teachers of India, I can just prepare one MOOC on how to create a MOOC, and then everybody can learn as a whole. Another indirect benefit is your digital skill will increase. You explore and understand complementary online learning. Okay? And expand your peer network. Now my students can be from America. Otherwise, I have only local student. And for learning, you learn at your leisure. So these are the indirect benefit to the teacher. Now I want your response. What are the challenges you think MOOC can have? Can we have a few response? Okay, we are getting response. Standardization, technical problem like internet, content validation, how to select a topic. Okay. In its implementation and acceptance, content quality excellent, requires time and effort to prepare. How making it more interesting? Limited hands-on are available. Yes. Application of MOOC program towards clinical medicine is not seemingly practical, but can be initiated on a small scale. Yes, sir. Hybrid program are more practical. Yes. So in our field, we can use this MOOC for a specifically flipped classroom, and for the topic where only didactic lectures are required, or when it is not possible for you to teach them a specific topic. Okay. So what public says, that as you all have rightly said, the same thing is there, that access to internet and computer literacy for MOOCs, accreditation, credibility in assessment, self-regulation and motivation, high dropout, because they will register but they will not complete. It happens with us also. We register for many free courses and then we don't follow it. Okay, maintaining a standard and quality, grading system, and plagiarism free MOOCs. So last is now very important, because we are using AI, and with the use of AI we can create anything and everything. So we have to see that we are not doing plagiarism in this MOOC. And I can assure that we will touch upon all your concern before we end the session. Okay. Now this is overall issue of a MOOC, that at present all course doesn't have curriculum. Only 20% of MOOC which are created worldwide acceptable for credit learning. Now when the registration increased so much, how you will monitor it? Then large number of users are only window shoppers. They go, just choose it and register it, and then doesn't follow. Okay, and as you rightly said, it doesn't provide a kind of engagement to encourage the learning. Credit given by the institution creating MOOCs are sometimes not accepted by all. So you need a regularization for this acceptance of credit created by the MOOC. And the last and most important, how the proctored exam can be conducted for 30 million learners in case of SWAYAM. Okay, so these are the specific problems which we can face in India in lead to MOOC. Now what next? We have discussed theoretical part. This is to be done, this is to be done, and this is MOOC. Now what to do? What is the first step? If you are in India, Join one of the Arpit course on Swayam, develop a model course on a Moodle, take a bunch of 50 students from your class, ask them to participate in online teaching method. And use this, as I said, in a flip and blended classroom for your teaching. Now, when you're doing it, you have to see that whatever software available at your institution, you can use it. Even you can use simple mobile and you can have a camcorder also. So this is the thing you have to do. So we are slightly changing the part. So up till now, any question to anybody? Up to this slide, anybody has any question? If there is no question, please put N in the chat box. And if you have a question, please put the question. If no question, I appreciate your N in the chat box. Great. Thank you. So now, from here, we are going to take you to the process. Okay. So one question is regarding Arpit course. Actually, when you go to the Swayam, in course, you can just search Arpit. You will get idea of that course. And each course is usually help you to learn few baby steps of how to create a MOOC. Okay. They will provide you support in creating your course in the Moodle. So now this slide onwards, we are going to learn how we can create MOOC. Okay. So let's see. So what is the important part of the creating MOOC? The last part, course content or the content which you are going to give to the student. So how to create that content? As I said, it itself is a half day or 1 day workshop, but we will try to just go through it to know how to create an e-content for a MOOC. Okay. So when you are planning any MOOC, you have to focus on these 4 things. First is create a syllabus. As we have learned, starting from objective, scope of the topic, reading, discussion, assignment, quiz, test, weekly schedule. So prepare on one paper. These are the things. Here the quiz will come, here the video will come, here test will come. Once it is read, you have to prepare your reading material and video lecture. Okay. So based on your objective, you will create your lectures, video, reading material. So when both things are done, third topic will come learner interaction. That you have to put something where they will interact with you or you interact with them, like blogs, wikis, Facebook page, Twitter. Okay, so this all can be used. And lastly, what you will do for assessment and certification, like you have to provide a quiz, assignment, MCQ, project self-evaluation, reflection. Okay, and once they finish all these things, you can give them a certification based on the predefined criteria. Okay, so this is one. Secondly, this is actually the same thing but having a different approach or different theory, which says that MOOC or e-content can be developed or can be divided into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, preparing an e-tutorial. Then quadrant 2, preparing an e-content. Quadrant 3, develop a web resources. And 4th is an assessment. Okay. So one by one, you can go to each quadrant. So you will be able to create your e-content for MOOC. Okay. So tutorial, content, web resource and self-assessment. And you can see here the various type of resources are also available. Various type of self-assessment are also available. One more thing you have to keep in mind, parameters like a course, how MOOC you want to develop. Paid with nominal cost or absolutely free. Second, schedule driven or self-paced. Self means whenever I want to finish, I can finish in 1 hour. And if it is a schedule driven, I can have only 1 lecture per day. And if it is a 7-day course, I have to finish for 7 days. Okay. And who will be the instructor? Are they from the university course or from the private firms? So this also you have to keep in mind when you are planning your MOOC. Now we will go step by step in an instructional system for designing a MOOC. Okay. Is it clear? Any question up to this point in previous 3-4 slides? If you have any question, please put in the chat box, or you can put an as you did previously. Okay, great. So let's see one by one. So number one, you can note down also that when you are preparing any MOOC, the first step is analysis. So actually, whatever 4 or 5 steps we have seen in previous slide, now we are increasing, or we are going into the depth of that all 4 points. So first is an analysis. So you want to go for need analysis. Is it required or not? Content analysis, whatever is available. Why you want to redo? Why you want to reinvent the wheel? And lastly, learner analysis, for whom you are preparing. So this is the first step for creating a MOOC, or we can say e-content. Need analysis, content analysis, and learner analysis. Secondly, prepare a design, prepare a tree, prepare a structure, that these are the topic, then subtopic, how it will go in hierarchy. Okay. Then comes the objective, your course objective, module objective, session objective, and what you want to achieve at the end of particular session. That also you have to write. So fourth will be instructional strategy. What you are going to use? Are you going to use case study, scenario, cartoon strips, analogs, group activity, concept mapping, quiz, interactive exercise? What you want to do as an instructional strategy that you have to finalize. So first is analysis, second is design, third is objective, fourth is instructional strategy. Fifth is instructional material. The first was, this was strategy. For example, I want to use quizzes. So now I have to get the material for the quizzes. Okay, you have to prepare a question, you have to prepare a graph, you have to prepare an image and whatnot. So that is the instructional material. After all these things are done, you have to summarize in your innovative format all the things and put appropriate material, instructional things at specific point, like a story. So e-content is like you are a director of one movie. Okay, e-content is exactly like you are directing one movie. So you have to prepare your script, you put where you want to go for shooting, where you want to go for dubbing, so that all things you have to finalize and ultimately put it on piece of paper in a summary. Okay. Next is evaluation strategy. How you will evaluate, how you will get the feedback, what type of exercise you will give, what summative or formative autograde test you will give. So all these things you have to put in a evaluation strategy. Next is detailed plan. 1 week we'll have this, second week we'll have this, third week have a assignment, fourth we'll have a this. So detailed time-wise course session plan you have to develop. Next will be implementation. So up to all these points we have done it, but now comes the implementation. And as I can see in the chat box, few of have them raise a concern regarding implementation. Now, when you are in the institution, implementation is only possible if you have support from your admin part. Okay. So once you are ready with everybody, your product is ready. Now you want to sell it, and it requires support from the higher authority. And last is duration of the course. For 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 12 week, 16 week, for how many weeks you want to create this course, that also you have to define. And primarily what I say, these steps should be first. When you are planning your objective, you have to define that this objective is for this much time, and so we require total duration of course is this. Okay. And now there are institutions who are giving a diploma, UG and PG degree based on the duration of course. This is a simple example of 1 week. Content can be a video, multimedia e-content, graphics, textual handout, reading list. Activity will be in the form of assignment, discussion, okay, and assessment will be in the form of quiz and peer assessment. So like this, you have to create your template. Okay. Any questions up to this point, or anything we need more clarification or more understanding? You can just unmute yourself and speak, or put in the chat box.
I think everything is clear by now.
Okay, thank you. So let's move to the next part. This we have discussed that you can have for assessment and final certification using a Swayam. Okay. So let's have one small hands-on on one of the MOOC which we have created. I am just showing you different platform. So this is an M course. This is Swayam that you all know. EDX. Okay. So I'm going to M course. So this is a platform developed by us, keeping in mind and our CBME curriculum. Okay. So let me first log in inside as a student, and I will like to show you. So when anybody sign in, okay, here you can see that a person can look at available course. So these are the course available. If I want to go for GCP course, I will click here. So if it is a paid, it says it is a paid. Okay, and if it is a free, I can just go and select it. Okay, if I go to the back, I can go for available courses like this. So I can select any of the course. Okay. Now let me check at my course. Am I available? Any course is available to me? No, not available. Okay. So this is what we have tried to develop. This is our own format. You can have another format. For example, I have applied for first MBBS course. I will select the subject. I can select the competency and get the course. Okay. So nothing is available. MBBS intern, community medicine intern, immunization, get the course. So whatever you develop will appear here. Okay, you can select like this and you will get the detail. As you can see here, the introduction to the workshop, normal development and CGO Ayurvedic test. So here you can view. Okay, when you click here, it will take you to the material. As it is material, you can see it is downloaded. Okay, if it is a test, I can go here, I can then attempt the quiz. So what are the components available? You can see these are the instruction material, and for starting the test, I will click on the start test. It will take me to the different test component. Okay, so what are the things we have made available? So in a MOOC, you can use you can give a notice, you can use material, give material, group discussion, you can go for test. Okay, you can upload a video, assignment, OSPI, my logbook. So here they can do a logbook, they can go for project submission, and you can go to the result. Now, as we have already added a certificate along with these, so once the person will do the login, they can complete the test and they will get the certificate. Okay, so it is automation of all the activity. But what you have to do? First, you have to go, and as I have mentioned here, you have to streamline everything. So one by one things will come. Okay, number 1, 2, and 3. So based on these, you can have your own course. Okay, so like this you can prepare, you can go to the admin part and add material, add group discussion. Let me check if any available or not. Okay.
Can you show us some video content or e-content?
Yeah.
Pattern of assessment?
Yeah, okay, sure. So right now I'm showing you a group discussion. For example, this is a group discussion. We are using for the college also. So let me take the college. सर्वर चालू છે ને ભાઈ? So actually we have our college server inbuilt in our own server room. So I am just asking them to start. Because so this is the problem. So if you hold your own server, material in your own server, if light goes or anything happens, your internet goes, your student will not be able to access that material because it is your own server. So now I have learned this after my experience that it is better to host your course in a server which is available in the cloud. Or otherwise, you should have some backup in that particular server so your student can access it at any time. Okay, let me try to show test. So I'm going to the admin. And let me introduce my student to whole developed course. That is nothing but a demo course. Okay, so you can see here the student. These are the features available for admin. Like they can manage student, manage faculty, manage course. As a teacher, what you can do? So you can see here, this many things can be done for managing the things. And as you go down, you can see what teacher can do. So teacher can add the competency, they can create a material, they can have an MCQ test, they can add a VOSP. So those who are doing OSP can also do virtual OSP, go for assignment. Okay, then you can have a group discussion. You can manage the logbooks, upload offline mark. So everything is available on the admin side. Okay. So if I want to edit this student, I will go to the edit and enroll the student in demo course, for example. I will enroll him in a GCP. So this is from your side, you can do it. Okay, and updating the student. So now let me show you the test and everything because now I am enrolled in few of the courses. So going to the dashboard, test. So how student will take the test? Demo course. Taking time. So this is a second server of our college where I am just trying to put it. Okay, test. I am selecting MBBS 2020 batch, physiology, competencies physiology. So these are the tests available. For example, urine information. So we will take the test of urine information. So you can see here which of the following substance is not secreted by the pupils. Here the time, total time is there. Here the time for that particular question is there. I can just click in and put done. I can just keep also. So afterward I can come back and do it. I can review later and done. So I can go back and submit the test. So once I will submit test, it will automatically give me the result.
Nice. Very good.
Same way, and let us go through the. So you can say I failed. I got 2 marks only out of 5. So result can be total or it is separately also. Let's go to material. So you can see you can put material here, description, and the student have to download that material. Okay. Group discussion. So here you can see, you can put a file, you can put scenario here, and whatever you can do in the WhatsApp, everything you can do here as a group discussion. So what is the advantage on the admin side? We have developed a stratification of the student. So if I will just select the Chinmay, he will give you what Chinmay has said throughout this discussion. So you can give the mark based on his involvement in the group discussion. Okay. You can have a video content. So right now we have uploaded from the YouTube, but you can see this is our admission helpline group. So like this, you can upload your video. Okay, you can have OSCE or OSPI also, because in COVID time it was difficult to bring the student in OSCE. Okay. So I think somebody else has done the sharing of screen.
Pavan, please check. Sumit has, I think, has opened his, has shared his screen.
Yes. Can you see my screen now?
You can see.
Yeah. Okay.
But actually, your slides are not visible. Or your screen is not visible.
Can you see this website? What I'm
No,
demoing?
no, no, no.
So it means he has to
Let's not see
stop
it.
sharing.
You have to reshare it. Huh?
Okay. So
Yes. Yes, it is visible now.
yeah. So we can have a OSPI also. Let me check if it is there. Yeah, module 2. So here what we did, we have given, for example, step 1, step 2, and step 3. So method is same, but for example, IM injections are there. So here image can be there. And this is the first. This is just a demo, so I'm just putting it. Okay, like this. So he will say that first step is this, second is this, and third step is this, and you can submit. So this is one of the way of doing virtual, because in COVID the students were not coming here. So we try to develop this OSPI, VOSPI module. In same way, a student can put their logbook also. So this is one of the example that we are using it for as an LMS, learning management system, and you can use the same as I have shown you in a MOOC format. Okay. So like this, student will have their entry, and they can download this and they can print it, and then they can keep it with them. So these are the few of the features of one. So like that, you can get do the same thing in EDX. You can do the same thing in the Coursera, and you can do the same thing in the Moodle. So these all are the platform which provides you a blank space, or they provide you a place where you can host your course, and it's up to you how to design your course and what are the activity you want to do, as we have gone through all the different steps. Okay, any questions?
Dr. Shah, I have a question.
Yeah.
That number one, when we provide our students the e-content that is available free for any time, do they actually attend the classes or they do not?
Yeah, and pertinent question. So thing is how you are giving it to them. For example, I have a topic on regulation of respiration. If I provide them a video of regulation of respiration, they are not going to come to my class. If I am going to teach the same thing to them in the class. So what you have to do, you have to ask them, go through this video and come to class. We will discuss the problems or case in a clinical way. So those who have learned, they will come here and you have to make the things interesting. Then they will come and they will also participate. Just to share, when we are doing sometime exit interview. It's the interview of the students who are going or passing through our college. And we now getting response in last 2 years that sir, we don't want to learn routine teaching that we can get from anywhere. Please teach us clinical physiology in first year. So this is the need of student. And so if we can cater it, they will come to the class. Otherwise not.
This is a nice idea, sir, because most of the teachers are concerned that if we are providing them the content, e-content in the form of e-content and it is available, they would be coming and attending our classes where they should come. Otherwise also they are not coming. And if the content is available, why they will come? So I think this is a good idea.
This is an important thing because right now, if you just all of us are knowing Nazib lectures are available at very nominal rate, and he is teaching nicely. See, we have to accept that there are few teachers who teach better than us. Okay, and it is available online. If you will not give, they will get on their own. See, we as a teacher, our boundary is very limited. They have lot many connections, they have lot many friends, and they are using lot many social media. If you will not give the content, they are going to get on their own. So what I say, that if somebody gives them some content, other you give the content. Okay, you want to read from online? Go through this video only. And let's have a discussion in the class. So this is the way we have to develop our all self. Okay.
Now, this platform is accessible to any student outside your college also?
No. Right now we have made it only available to our students. And for specific courses, for example, GCP, we have made it available to any other students.
Okay.
So we are coming to the last part of the session. It is a scholarly open resources. There are material available online for free. You can Google it, read it. Okay. And they all are known as scholarly open access. So what is the role of this open access in a MOOC? So there are 5 R. You reuse the material, revise the material, remix the material, redistribute and retain. So whatever is available, do these 5 R with them in a MOOC. Okay? OERs are licensed to use someone's content without their permission. We will see how you will know that we can use or reuse it. Okay? It is in different form. We will see the different forms. And some OERs are OER Africa, Asia, OpenCourseWare, and common Creative Commons like this. Okay, OER can be video, can be content, and see at present Swayam videos and e-content we can use. Okay, but what you have to keep in mind, you have to keep in mind this. How many of you are aware of this all images? Can I have yes or no? Okay, so these are nothing but open educational resources, or in another word, Creative Commons license. Now, if you see most of the journal and most of the places, you will find this type of logo. Now here you can see it is written BY. It is known as SA, share alike. जैसा मैं आपको दे रहा हूं आपको दूसरे को देना है. CCBY, whatever you want to do, you can do with my material. It's now yours. Here you also have to share in the same way. Here you can't use it for commercial purpose. So only for non-commercial purpose. Okay, here no derivative you can do. You have to use as it is. Okay, so if you see CCBY, you can copy and publish, attribute, commercial use, modify, change the license, all things you can do. SA, you can't change the license, you have to use as it is. ND, no derivative, but you can change the license. So this is the way we can create our open material, and you can give Creative Commons rather than copyright. So when it is a Creative Commons, you will get the things for free. Okay, but you have to respect this license. Okay, for example, lastly I will show you how to search the image in the Google. Okay, these are the some of the example where you can find OERs. Okay, open text, OER commons, neat, open courseware. Okay, these are the some of the uses. So what is the scope? Right now SWAYAM is running 400 courses at present. HRD ministry has a distant view of running this online program, and requirement is huge and huge. So what you can do, you can create a course and you can pay for creating a course. So first you have to apply to SWAYAM that we want to create a course. So you will get approximately a fund of 13,50,000 this college will get to create a course on SWAYAM or NPTEL. Okay, so thank you very much. Lastly, I would like to show you that what are the website or Google from where you can find the let me share with you how you can find images in the Google. I hope you are able to see my screen.
No. स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है.
No, sir.
Okay, let me again share. Okay, so can you see the Google now?
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
Yeah, so let's go to the image, because mostly we are using these images. Okay, and we are putting it in our things. So here you have to click on the tool. Okay, I have to click on the tool. Here you can go to the user right, and here is the Creative Commons license. So now this all you can use without any fear of issue on you. Okay, for example, let me give an example of bingo. Okay, so these are the images. You can't use this Amazon. Go to the tool, click on Creative Commons license. So this all you can use without any fear, but you have to respect the license. Okay, you can in here you can just ask OER for physiology, for example. Okay, you got this open educational resources for anatomy and physiology. So these all are the OER commons. Okay, so I think this is the way you can reuse this material and create your own content. And most easiest way, if you don't want to do anything, just create your class in your Google Classroom. Okay, I think everybody are aware of Google Classroom. So you can go to the Google Classroom and host your content. And that is also one type of MOOC. Okay, so I think we have crossed the time also. So if any questions are there, we can take it up. This is all from my side.
The session is open for the questions. Participants, you are requested to please ask any question regarding anything you want to know. That if you want to create a MOOC, what are your concerns which you want to ask to Dr. Chinmay?
So you can see here, these are the different classes we have created on Google Classroom.
Chinmay,
Yes, sir.
what do we have any medical content in SWAYAM or NPTEL?
Yes, actually NPTEL is coming with the Swayam Prabha. Okay, let me share the screen again and we'll show you Swayam Prabha.
So what is your recommendation? Actually, as of now, we don't have a learning management system in our university. So if someone wants to develop MOOC, so what is the way forward? Because you have in your college, you have created your own learning management system.
So one thing is, I think it's depend on your budget, because see, model is freely available, but you require a person, IT person who can install it, who can run it. Okay, but what we found is little difficulty because too many options are available. So we have created this. So I can give you a contact number of the person who has developed that. You can ask them, and if you don't want to spend any money, you can start developing your MOOC, as I said, in the classroom. So this is first, you can try it out in the Google Classroom. Once you are ready with the content, you can go for LMS for your own college. Okay, and this is Swayam Prabha. Okay, and so this is the channel which has been developed by HRD Ministry. You can see here Swayam Prabha. So this is actually different class, but same way if you go to the higher education, we have our class also. And you see humanities, social science, these all are available. Our physiology, anatomy is also available.
And this is available on, I think, Doordarshan channel.
Yeah. Doordarshan channel. It is also available on Doordarshan channel. But there is no certification in this. Okay. Physiology of flowering, introduction to work physiology. Okay, so such things are available. Let me ask physiology respiration.
They may not be specific for the MBBS or medical courses. In general, they can.
Yeah, no. Our physiology actually is 100% based on our medical part because it is by the senior professors of India. They have done this.
Okay.
Physiology of C and S. Okay, for example, no, this is for photosynthesis. See, this is a pain physiology and psychosocial factors in the experience of pain. So they have uploaded the content, uploaded on the YouTube and given link there. So these are the curated content, what they have used. Okay, so this is the way you can search. A whole physiology and anatomy is available in Swayam Prabha.
Richa.
And Dr. Chinmay, any institution can contribute in this content of the Swayam Prabha?
Yes, but you have to just write a letter to them, and they are in charge of different subjects, and so they will forward your content and request to them, and then they will upload on the YouTube after recording.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any more questions?
Dr. Chinmay, I just wanted to ask, what is the license status of the content of your content that you put on say, any of these portals?
It's up to you.
Okay. So we can make it open means at the end of our content we have to say whether we make it as CCBY or whatever we decide on.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the very nice lecture.
Thank you.
Dr. Apul?
So I think if there are no other questions, then we can, I think, close. I was wondering if Dr. Richa Khanna is there. If she wants to ask
Yes, sir.
something.
Sir, I am
Richa,
here.
do you want to ask something? Because you are the IT person involved, and
Not really, sir, but yes, whatever hand holding we'll need, we will connect to Chinmay, sir.
okay. Thank you so much. So, Chinmay, thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. You said that you can take a workshop also online, which will be for about 2 hours or so. You said.
Yes,
So
yes.
let me interact with my team, and if we think that we can organize this, or will like to invite you in person here in KGMC, and then we can have a workshop like that. And the initial one or two, how to make one or two books, listen from you, and maybe we can have a workshop where you can demonstrate how to create a MOOC. So thank you so much. And we had 70 listeners, actually participants, who took out time and listened to this presentation. I was wondering if we will have such a large group because it's vacation time. Half the faculty members are on leave. So 70 is a very healthy number. So I hope people found it informative and useful, and probably will be able to implement in our university. Thank you everyone for participating actively, and thank you, Chinmay, once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.